Protection, ridden by Steve Knight. 3 is William Crump, ridden by Paul Croucher. 4, Yale, now ridden by Tim Pinfield, who claims a £7 allowance. 5, the big gamble of the race, Intuition, Dale McKeown rides. 7, Fredcoteri, Mickey Hammond riding that one. 10, Tivian, now ridden by Mark Perrott. Number 11, Brunico, Graham McCourt. 12, CANFORD Palm, ridden by Peter Scudamore. 13, Blinker for the first time, Jazzitas, Declan Murphy rides. 14, Meningi, Simon Earle. And 50, Arbitrage, ridden by Carl Llewellyn, who claims the £4 allowance.
And Intuition, the 11 to 4 favourite from 5 to 2. Yale 7 to 2, and MENINGI is 9 to 2 from 5 to 1. Tivian 9 to 1 from 8 to 1, and Fredcoteri also a 9 to 1 chance. Jazzitas on 10s, CANFORD Palm at 12 to 1. With Protection the same price, 12 to 1, and 16 to 1 bars out.
Cap, there you are, Graham.
And away they go. Tivian takes an early lead. Racing wide is William Crump with the yellow sleeves. Fredcoteri even wider. Jazzitas on the extreme right of the picture. Intuition in the red with the white sleeves. The 5 to 2 favourite at the off is in the firing line as they come down to the first of 8. And 3 in a line at it, with Tivian on the inside and Intuition and William Crump, tracked by Fredcoteri, all safely over the first. Brunico running with his head on the side. That's going to be an awkward ride for Dean Gallagher, but he rides very well. Jazzitas is on the extreme right of the picture. The dark sleeves, that's CANFORD Palm, as they come down towards the second, at which Tivian led. They're all safely over the second. From Intuition in second, then Yale close up third. Fingers gave that one a good form pointer. Protection races next to the rails, and William Crump and Fredcoteri and MENINGI and Brunico. And behind these comes Arbitrage last but one, just following CANFORD Palm. Look, behind Arbitrage is Jazzitas, who's last of all. So only about 8 lengths between first and last as they race away to the third flight of hurdles. And Tivian leads by a length and a half. Intuition with Protection on the inside. Then comes William Crump and Yale and MENINGI. Wider still is Fredcoteri, tracked by the grey Brunico, Arbitrage, and then behind that one wide is CANFORD Palm, and behind CANFORD Palm races Jazzitas. That's towards the right of the picture. The blinkered runner is Jazzitas as they make their way down to the third, which the leaders come to, and Tivian skips over it, all over the third. Intuition is second and Fredcoteri is third, and John Oaksey, the horse is going fairly sedately for a 2-mile hurdle, and with the wet rains I wonder if fortunately the gloves haven't slipped.
Yes, the jockeys won't have had too much trouble today. Most of them wear mittens, woolen mittens, which seem to take a good purchase on the reins, doesn't matter what happens with the weather. I've got a particular liking for this horse in front, Tivian. He's won over 3 miles, 2 and 2.5 his last 3 runs, and he's bowling along quite nicely in front. I'm just surprised that Graham McCourt hasn't made a little bit more use of him, although he obviously knows what he's doing. The ground's getting more tested as time goes on.
Several of these in the Tote Gold Trophy, and the winner will get a £7 penalty for that race, because the money is just enough. It's just over £10,000, so they do get a penalty for the big Newbury Handicap, which is now the Tote Gold Trophy. Tivian still in front.
Just with Intuition going well. Fredcoteri not out of it. On the extreme right is CANFORD Palm. And the race really yet to develop. Yale close up. William Crump in the yellow sleeves close up behind that, but he wouldn't rule Protection out of it. And there are 4 in line as they race down towards the 6. And really, it's a question of who commits first. Intuition just sneaks through on the inside. CANFORD Palm racing wide. That's the third from home. The leaders are over, and they're very closely grouped indeed. You wouldn't rule any of them out at this point. Tivian just being niggled along on the inside of Intuition, with wide of it Fredcoteri. CANFORD Palm is even wider. That's going back into 4th now. Yale makes ground. MENINGI in the yellow jacket creeping closer. Then comes William Crump on Protection, and Jazzitas makes ground round the outside of them as they turn into the home straight. And now the pace is steadily quickening, and it's Intuition just the leader from Fredcoteri, who despite his age has got finishing speed. CANFORD Palm, Jazzitas is on the right of the picture. Tivian gets a good run through on the inside. Yale opens up. MENINGI gets a slap but responds. They race down towards the second last. It's wide open with Fredcoteri just the half-length leader now. From Intuition, CANFORD Palm, Jazzitas, Yale, Tivian, MENINGI next to the rails. Brunico the grey. Fredcoteri gets a good jump there, and they race down towards the final flight. And it's a wide open race with Yale coming through on the inside of Fredcoteri. Brunico powers home. Intuition weakens. Next to the rails, MENINGI opens up. They come down towards the final flight, and Fredcoteri has it. Fredcoteri from Brunico, Yale and MENINGI. These ahead of Jazzitas, who can fire line, nothing under pressure, and starts to weaken. And Fredcoteri now being tackled by Brunico, who quickens up on the outside, but Fredcoteri fights back, and Fredcoteri comes home, and Fredcoteri gets there by length. Fredcoteri, Brunico, MENINGI the 1, 2, 3, Yale finish 4, Jazitas 5, CANFORD Palm a good run 6, Tivian 7, Intuition a disappointing run that one 8, Arbitrage finished 9, A Gap to Protection 10, last was William Crump. And so the result of this, the Bic Razor Lanzarote Handicap Hurdle, it's a win for number 7, Fredcoteri at 15 to 2, by Mr. Terence Murphy, trained at Middleham by George Moore and ridden by Mickey Hammond.